There are moments in wrestling, rare, electrifying moments, that shake the very core of the ring. Moments where the past walks through the curtain and confronts the present with eyes of fire and legacy written in every step. And on this night, it was The Undertaker who rose once more. Not in silence, not in tribute, but in confrontation. The WWE Universe held its collective breath as the lights dimmed and the bell tolled. A sound that still, after all these years, sends chills down the spines of even the hardest men in the business. And from the smoke, the silhouette emerged, hat low, coat billowing, an aura of death and dominance that hadn't dimmed, even at 60 years old. The stage, NXT. The challenger, TNA World Champion Trick Williams. He's brash, he's hungry, he's talented beyond belief, but he made one mistake: he woke the Deadman. Earlier in the week, a backstage warning had already sparked speculation. A stare, a shadow, a few cryptic words. That moment alone was enough to make social media explode with predictions. Was The Undertaker back? Was this just a one-off tease? Or was the legend truly rising again? And then, it happened. Williams stood in the ring, confident, cocky, crowned with the gold of another company, and there it was again. The bell, the chill, the arrival. And just like that, the past stood face to face with the future. The arena roared, but what followed wasn't polite respect, it was a reckoning. A fiery exchange erupted. Words, tension, the kind of heat you can't fake. And then, with terrifying familiarity, a hand around the throat. A chokeslam. The ring shook. The crowd erupted. And Trick Williams, prideful, powerful, mouthy, was laid out flat. A statement had been made. The Deadman wasn't dead. He was watching. And he was not to be disrespected. But what made this more than a moment of nostalgia was what came next. The Undertaker took to X the following day, not to gloat, not to bury, but to warn and uplift. Greater than, last night wasn't your night at _Trick Williams, he wrote. But the future is there for your taking. It was a pleasure sharing the ring with you. Now go get yours, young man. Just leave my LFG team alone. There it was. Gratitude, guidance, and one last chilling reminder. Don't cross the line again. Because this wasn't just a fun cameo. This wasn't just a curtain call. It was a challenge, a test, a signal that if provoked, The Undertaker will still rise to protect what's his, even now. The message, clear: respect the legend, or rest in peace. And now the wrestling world is asking the one question that never dies. Could there be one more match? At 60 years old, most warriors would hang up their boots for good. Most would step back, retire gracefully, and let time write the final chapter. But The Undertaker has never been most. He's myth. He's folklore. He's lightning in a bottle sealed inside a casket. And if there's even a chance he might wrestle again, the world will be watching. Because what we saw on NXT wasn't rust. It was rage. It was rhythm. It was purpose. There was a spark in his eyes that hadn't been seen in years. This wasn't a man haunted by his past. It was a man daring someone to write his future. Trick Williams, to his credit, took it on the chin. But in that one choke slam, he joined a lineage that spans generations. Mankind, Kane, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and now, Trick Williams. This is what The Undertaker does. He turns moments into milestones, encounters into legends, and even in a company where new stars are built every day, his presence is a reminder: some shadows are too long to outrun. Now fans are left wondering, what comes next? Is Trick Williams going to seek revenge? Is WWE teasing an interpromotional war? Could NXT become the new battleground for icons and insurgents? And most importantly, was that really The Undertaker's last act? Because if it wasn't, then the Deadman isn't done. He's reawakening. Perhaps not for a full return, but for a message, a mission, a warning. And if the whispers are true, if there's even a single match left in that legendary frame, then someone better start digging a grave. Because he's not coming back for nostalgia. He's coming back to finish something. That clip, that stare, that confrontation, it wasn't nostalgia. It was prophecy. So to every wrestler who thinks the old guard is sleeping, think again. Because when the gong strikes, when the lights go out, and when the Deadman steps into your path, there are only two choices: respect him, or fall.